Robert Eggers' Nosferatu. The monstrous tale of Count Orlok. So anyway, for one thing, knowing everything about Eggers, knowing that this production was going to follow suit with how Eggers makes all of his films, I knew that from continuity and story perspective and things like that, that it was going to follow the right beats. And so I knew that as long as I didn't hear no fucking bad news during production, that we were gonna have another fucking banger. And this is a big banger, right? This is if Eggers is basically working with a full set, like the Northman was like easy, because it was just like, okay, we need a Vanatru hut colony, and we need Icelandic landscape. Great, done, cut. All right, this is all over the place with locations, various interiors and exteriors. So like, unlike Eggers' other films, this is an elaborate film. This is like big fucking movie. And this is one of the most serious Dracula movies, vampire movies you'll ever watch, as far as being an interpretation of the almighty classics of what vampires are. It's a monster vampire, and some monster vampires are campy, some of them are amazing, right? I would say that probably up until this movie, my fucking favorite alien fucking vampires was 30 Days of Night. If you've never seen 30 Days of Night, that movie was fucking amazing, right? I mean, maybe there's something wrong with it that I don't know about, because it's been a long time, and I was a young, excited person when oh my god, why are people crossing now? Oh, because they have a crosswalk. At any rate. Alright, go on, you're ahead of me. Go on. You're like honking at nothing. You're honking because you're angry because I fucking committed to my turn, because I can't see the goddamn walk signal. But anyway. So in Norse mythos, there's the creature called the Draugr. Nosferatu is a Draugr. This is because Robert Eggers, on top of it being loyal to the Nosferatu story as we knew it, also drew from Slavic and Baltic vampire folklore. And those vampires are the same thing as what we call the Draugr. Draugr are zombies, but Draugr can also be intelligent undead. There's various different levels of Draugr, right? And the vampire, in the Dracula sense, like, not even Dracula. Dracula wasn't a fucking vampire. Dracula was demonized as a vampire. They had to make him a fucking vampire. He was much more of a fucking werewolf, and not a fucking man who goes fucking just berserk. I mean, like a fucking dragon wolf. Like a proper goddamn pagan noble fucking warrior king. You know, if Marvel knows what they're doing, this is how they will treat Doctor Doom, right? He'll be a villain to the world and a hero unto his people. Almost like what they were doing with Wakanda and Black Panther. Same vibes, also a fictional fucking universe. Or a fictional fucking nation. But anyway. I could see it. There was a deeply proper demonstration of the occult in this film. Deeply proper. I'm looking at all the different fucking I can't tell you exactly what I was looking at because I have to watch it again because lighting and the way an angle is cut and all sorts of weird stuff. You know, I'm taking in one symbol and then the camera cuts and, you know, I'm sitting in the theater, right? So I'm going to have to get back to you when I've had a chance to watch it again in whichever manner I watch it. But why is this guy? I don't know. I think he's a truck. But anyway, can we get a glute spread? My glutes are fantastic. Thanks for asking. But anyway, so you gotta understand that things like Count Orlok are real. And with that depiction, you are looking at quite a complete package because you've got the right kind of black magic, you know, being demonstrated, which usually you don't implicitly see, you know, with vampire. Like usually with vampirism, you know, there's upside down crosses and it's all very like trite, like, look at me, I'm so anti-Christ aesthetic, right? You know, this is about being a, it's not a pagan evil, but it is a pre-Christian evil, right? So, if you know, because we don't seem, like, those of us that can comprehend evil in the world outside of either Abrahamic or even, I guess, materialistic ideologies or sensibilities. You know, if we're talking about materialistic, like atheistic, but, you know, plenty of atheists have a sense of evil. There's a lot of ones that, so sometimes you know, it's just their rationale process. Like, the atheist has a bad, like, an atheist is a good person, typically, but they don't know, they don't have the rational mind, you know, for being a good person when you get into ultra deep levels of it. So, anyway, my point is that this film, this shows you the black magic side of contract law. You get to see some black magic contract law done in an incredibly interesting way, and what you can see was definitely fucking sourced in something crazy, right? Because what I was looking at on that contract piece of paper was alien. Like, it didn't look like it was a derivative of Sanskrit or cuneiform. It didn't, you know, it wasn't Latin. You know, it was practically written in like Solomonic key-esque language. Like, not even like, I'm not even trying to say it even looked Solomonic. It didn't look Solomonic. And it's not that it looked very crazy, other than it was crazy. But like it looked very like it looked like an alien language, like the script looked like it belonged in like on a science fiction piece of whatever. Like you'd imagine like a screen would pop up with an alien language on it, scrolling across the screen, and that's the kind of symbols, right? So it's this kind of symbolism. And it's not pagan. It's an ancient, occult, dark, sorceric system, right? The Amazing Atheist. I've not heard someone bring up The Amazing Atheist in relevance ever. I've somehow invoked the name of The Amazing Atheist. I think the last time I heard his name uttered was in some mockery by Thomas Sheridan that I thought was funny and agreeable. I'm going to be running into a dead zone pretty soon as I'm about to run an errand along this way. So I'm going to have to let you go in a minute. Hey, what's up, Tim Timoney? And Bane Bear, how you doing, brother? But, yeah, this movie had a very large downplay on Christianity. It had more... It didn't say much about it. There was criticism of science. There was the good moral character of men. And then there was more of a liking to heathenism than so he didn't go for the kind of narrative of fearing the ancient times. You're fearing thing from ancient times, but you're not. But you're also appealing to good things from ancient times, and that was another beautiful to the story that gets explored. Okay. Oh, hey, hi. How's it? All right, it's gonna disconnect anyway. I'll see you guys later. Bye. See you guys later. Bye.